Good morning, friends. Today we are going to consider the carbon concentrating mechanism. There are many plants in which the C3 cycle is not sufficient for their survival. That's why there has been an additional mechanism to fix the CO2 that is to be supplied in near proximity to the Rubisco. That means all those plants which are equipped with the carbon concentrating mechanism do have the C3 cycle. In addition, they are also having some sort of mechanism to concentrate the CO2 in the vicinity of C3 cycle or in the vicinity of Rubisco. So basically, among the plants, there are three kinds of the CCM. One is found in the algae and the blue-green alga mainly, and that is basically accomplished with the help of an enzyme carbonic anhydrase and carbon dioxide bicarbonate pump. Second kind of carbon concentrating mechanism is found in the form of C4 plants. That is a kind of adaptation for the hot environment. The C4 plants are approximately 1% of the total species, and they do concentrate the CO2 15-fold more in comparison to the C3 plants. And the third kind of mechanism is an adaptation for the desert environment called as CAM plant. CAM are Crassulacean acid metabolism, because such kind of acid metabolism has been firstly observed in the Crassulaceae family. Now, all these CCM are energy dependent, and the sole purpose of the CCM is to increase the inorganic carbon uptake and the accumulation near proximity to Rubisco. That means all kinds of plants do have, whether it is the C4, CAM or the blue-green algae and some algae for the CCM1, all are having the C3 cycle, and additionally they are equipped with the additional mechanism that is called C4 or the CAM or the CCM1. Now we are going to concentrate on the C4 cycle. C4 cycle is basically also known as PCA, that is photosynthetic carbon assimilation. Among terrestrial plants, approximately 30% plants do have the C4 cycle. It was firstly discovered by the Kortschek and the Capello and elucidated in detail by Hatch and Slack. Basically, it is a kind of adaptation for the tropical grasses, which are equipped with a special kind of anatomy called Cron's anatomy. That anatomy we will deal later on, but firstly we can also think in total till date it has been reported that approximately 16 families do have C4 kind of adaptations. Why this is called C4? Because the first organic product that is fixed after the inorganic carbon uptake, that is the CO2 uptake, is not pyruvate, is not glyceraldehyde phosphate. That means it is not 3 carbon, rather than it is 4 carbon compound called as OAA, that is oxaloacetic acetate. So this OAA or the malate, that is also a 4 carbon compound, are since 4 carbon compounds, that's why this cycle is called C4 cycle. But the proper nomenclature or the modern nomenclature you can say that is the PCA, photosynthetic carbon assimilation. It has been reported in 16 families, including some algae and the diatoms, some monocots. Prominent families are Gramineaceae, Cyperaceae, and Chenopodiaceae is the prominent family among the dicots, which are equipped with the C4 kind of mechanism. Now, what is the Cranch anatomy? Cranch anatomy means the C4 plants have been equipped with the leaves which are highly vascularized. That means the veins or the bundles, vascular bundles, are more in number in comparison to C3 cycle. And their number are so much that the 2 bundles have been aparted by 2 or 3 only mesophyll cells. Because of this particular region, the situation is like that. The veins that is covered by the bundle sheet cells that are very specific to the C4 plants, and the 2 bundle sheet cells have been separated due to the presence of 2 to 3 mesophyll cells. That's it. So this high vascularization is the prominent feature and which is named as Cranch anatomy. For the C4 cycle to be accomplished, the cooperation among the both type of cells is required as follows. As here you can see, the CO2 is uptaken in mesophyll cells and that is primarily fixed into OAA, not by Rubisco as in the C3 cycle, rather than PAPCO. PAPCO is an carboxylase phenyl pyruvate. That phenylenol pyruvate, that enzyme is responsible for the primary carboxylation. This 4-carbon compound OAA is then transported to the bundle sheath cells where it is decarboxylized to liberate the CO2, and the C3 product that is called pyruvate, that pyruvate is again supplied to the mesophyll cells. The CO2 liberated here is due to decarboxylating enzymes, and that is to channelize the C3 cycle where the second carboxylation step is pursued by the Rubisco. So that is the beautiful depiction of the division of labor and the coordination among the cells. Cranch anatomy is not required for all those plants. For example, among the species, Hydrilla is the prominent one, that is a C4 plant, but without cranch anatomy. Similarly, we can see in that diagram that we have seen here that 2 carboxylations are pursued. Primary carboxylation is done by the PAPCO and the secondary carboxylation is done by the Rubisco. Due to the decarboxylation, which is pursued by the different kind of enzymes, we differentiate the C4 kind of mechanism into 3 subtypes depending on the name of the enzymes. For example, the NADP-ME, NADME and the PCK type. That we will see in the later on. But primary difference among the bundle sheath cell and the mesophyll cell we can consider. For example, among the bundle sheath cells, the chloroplast size is larger in comparison to that of mesophyll cells. The granule stacking is few. Similarly, the storage of starch within the plastid is high in case of the bundle sheath cell, and the cell wall is thicker. Also, the photosystem second, that is the oxygen evaluating system, that is inactive in case of the bundle sheath cell. So there is no oxygen in bundle sheath cells. That is most important. Now we were talking about the 3 subtypes that we can see: NADP-ME, NADME and the PCK type. These types are dependent on the name of the enzyme which is involved in the decarboxylation that is to be happened within that bundle sheath cell. Now here you can see the complete name has been mentioned here: NADP dependent malic enzyme, NAD dependent malic enzyme and PEP carboxylase kinase that is found present in cytosol. The NADP-ME is the prominent one that that we are going to discuss in detail, and the examples have been mentioned according to the subtypes. For example, in Gia maize, that is the maize you can say, or the makkah, and in sugarcane, Saccharum officinellum, the NADP-ME kind of C4 cycle is found present. Similarly, among the Amaranthus, Atriplex, Portulaca, NAD-ME kind of C4 cycle is operated, and Eudoxia, that is a green algae, and also a Panicum species of Poaceae family. Among these, the PCK type of C4 cycle is found present. The difference among these types are in terms of the chloroplast arrangement and the transport. For example, in the NADP-ME, the chloroplasts are arranged centrifugally, and the C4 substance that is to be transported is malate. Among NADME, it is centripetal chloroplast arrangement with the supply of aspartate, and among the PCK, the chloroplasts are randomly arranged and the C4 that is to be transported is aspartate. So we can see here in this picture. For example, this is the overall C4 cycle that we can see. Here among the mesophyll cell, CO2 is fixed due to the carbonic anhydrase. CO2 is transported due to carbonic anhydrase, and that is uptaken in the form of bicarbonate, and that bicarbonate is fixed into OA with the help of PEPCO enzyme. That OA, that is a 4-carbon compound, is converted into malate, and that malate moves to the bundle sheath cell where decarboxylation occurs due to the NADP-ME, and that is NADP dependent malic acid. Here liberating CO2 is used in the C3 cycle, and the rest 3 carbon product, that is the pyruvate, that is again supplied to the mesophyll cell. And such kind of situation basically requires the cooperation among both type of cells. Now, next we can think of think some important points regarding the C4 plants. That means it is a kind of adaptation for a dry environment, dry climate. All the C4 variants export 3-phosphoglycerate from bundle sheet to mesophyll cell, where the 3 PGA, that is the phosphoglycerate, are reduced to triose phosphate. That means the triose phosphate formation occurs in the mesophyll cell. The triose phosphate are again moved to bundle sheath cell. That means such kind of split found in the C3 cycle, and it is very characteristic point. This split in the C3 cycle is to limit the electron transport activity and oxygen evolution in bundle sheath cell. Thus, C4 plants avoid oxygen level that would otherwise favor photorespiration. So, bundle sheath cells do suppress the C2 cycle or the photorespiration. So, here what we can think that in earlier table we have seen that photosystem cycle is not found operated in case of bundle sheath cell. What's the need? That means the oxygen evolution is somewhat detrimental for the C4 cycle to occur. So the point is why oxygen is harmful for the C4 plants, especially in the bundle sheath cells. So here is the answer, that what happens if oxygen is there, then Rubisco enzyme is basically performing the C2 cycle, that is the photorespiration, rather than the photosynthetic carbon assimilation. So that was the major point. Now, the energy cost is extra. For example, here we can say the energy requirement for the transport and the fixation of one CO2, because there are the 2 carboxylation and 1 decarboxylation. So additional steps do require the additional energy. So in total, 5 ATP and 2 NADPH is required for the transport and fixation. So because of this high energy demand, C4 plants require more quanta per CO2 in comparison to C3 cycle. Therefore, C4 are mostly sun plants. So here was the most important thing. Now we are going to discuss the regulation by the light. The regulation by the light is basically channelized in 3 steps. The first one is thioredoxine system that impart the electron and make active the NADP malate dehydrogenase enzyme. Similarly, the light is the reason for the phosphorylation or dephosphorylation mechanism that make the PEPC, that is the PEPCO enzyme, activated or inactivated. Similarly, the light causes the dephosphorylation of phosphorus pyruvate dikinase. So there are these multiple factors that in terms are regulated directly or indirectly by the lights. Similarly, the PAPC is also regulated by phosphorylated state, that may be regulated by the light, that may be regulated by the CO2 availability or the nitrogen availability, the conditions of salinity, drought or stress, that may be oxidative stress, etc., etc. So these are the various reasons how the enzyme, that is the major enzyme, is regulated by light or the other factors. So it was all about the C4 plants. In the next video, we will think of the other kind of mechanism. Thank you so much. Stay happy, stay blessed.